every single day you get to sort of be a part of them having that big light bulb moment where some totally new idea, the idea of like Cleveland history we studied. We had them adapt fairy tales, like everything that they learned, they're like doing it for the first time and they're just ready to acquire that new concept. I just live for those kind of moments.
So the School-Based Master of Education with Initial Licensure program is an accelerated 11-month Masters of Education where you become a licensed educator after that 11 months. It's actually meant for people coming from every non-education background.
My undergrad major was biology, which I loved, but I didn't necessarily want to go into healthcare. And I had done a lot of coaching to realize that I do like working with young people, so that's kind of what led me to become a teacher.
I taught college students for almost 25 years, and I was ready for a change. I took a year to figure out what I want to do with my life. One of the things I did to explore that was substitute teach at a few different schools, different grade levels. I decided I was still on fire for education, but I wanted to do it with a new group of students in a new setting.
So students begin the summer semester and they have 2 5-week sessions where they intensely learn about the skills and understandings and research and background that educators need to know to be able to enter the classroom. And in the fall, they're placed with a mentor teacher who they'll be with all year long. From the beginning of school, they help set up the classrooms to the beginning of May. And in that fall semester, they take both coursework and they're in the field. So they're able to use the application from their coursework right in their internship and put their coursework into action with real students in the classroom. And I think that's the most exciting part about this program because they get to actually use what they're learning right in the moment.
I thought it was a great opportunity to see whether or not teaching is for the prospective teachers.
You got to spend an entire year at a school while you were taking courses, which is, I think, very different than just sort of taking courses in isolation and then sort of applying things. I can think of no other way to learn than sort of to learn by doing while you're taking courses.
The biggest outcome that I've seen from our students is that they're leaving prepared and ready to take on a lead teaching role. And when they're interviewing with potential schools, it's a more natural way to talk about what they know about kids and what they are like in the classroom and what their personal philosophy is, because they've been living it in the classroom in application the entire year.
Yeah, being in school for a full year in this program was an incredible learning opportunity. I learned as much every single day as I would learn in a semester of courses. You are constantly learning behavior management, you're learning the content, you're learning pedagogy. You're getting constant feedback from your mentor and your site supervisor, so there's this sort of supportive environment, but yet sort of continuous improvement environment too. It's just an ideal place to learn and grow as a teacher.
When I became a teacher my first year this year, it felt more like my second year, not my first year, because I had already had a lot of experience with students. Even the classroom management I had some experience with, and then lesson planning I had experience with.
I think the John Carroll community in particular, and with the professors related to this program, are invested in everyone becoming the best educator they can be, because it's a very accelerated program. It's only 11 months. We only get 3 semesters to capture all the growth that we want to see and help to develop new educators that we hope will stay in the field for a very long time.
One of the unexpected things about the program that I found really great is we had a sort of small cohort of students in the primary program, and they were so intelligent and thoughtful and super committed, sort of learning together in step, going through the same experiences. That was, I didn't sort of count on that going in, but that was a real highlight of the program for me. What would I say to somebody who's thinking about doing this 11-month school-based program? I would say if you really want to do it, then do it. And you got to jump in. It's a lot of work. It's pretty intense. It's worth it. It's 11 months. It's going to be your life. But if you make it your life, you will be prepared to be an educator by the time you're done.